Start the morning off here with grabbing my fetch cows, my push cows, the cows that don't want to go to the robot by themselves. We do this morning and night, twice a day. Make sure everybody gets milked for sure every 12 hours. My list this morning here is not too long. The ones on the right are actually all pretty much heifers. Those heifers are still getting trained to go to the robot. The other 3 on the list are the ones that really don't go by themselves at all. So once we get all the ones we need, I put them in 2 separate groups up front here by the robots. Kind of got like a group 1 right there. And then behind me here, we'll make like a group 2 for the second robot. Makes us go a lot faster that way. We got cow 690. She's expected to give 22 kgs this milking. Just gonna let that tractor warm up for a bit. After we finish pushing cows, it's time to start filling the mixer and get these cows fed for the day. So every single morning we'll clean off these crossovers right here, both sides. There's actually 6 of them through the whole barn. We'll clean them up, we'll dump the water troughs, clean the water troughs out, and then also the first 10 feet here we'll push the manure forward. So now when the scrapers come by next time, they stop about right here and then they'll grab it all and take it to the back. Turn our scale on here, and then we zero it out every single morning. So right there in the background, you can kind of see me waving. So we have a semi-automated feeding system. It's all conveyor feeding. The sled on top of the conveyor that is pushing the feed off the conveyor belt is all automatic. It stops and starts by itself, going each direction. So while we are feeding cows, I am actually cleaning the stalls at the same time. I'm doing a deep clean every single morning of the stalls with a scraper, and then I'll come by and spread out the straw afterwards while we feed cows. So with our feeding system, we got two sides to feed on. We got a north side and a south side. So now the north side has enough feed on it. I'm gonna switch it over to the south side of the barn and make sure that side of the barn gets equal or the same amount of feed. So then every cow in the barn has room to eat. We just come in here in our panel, south sled, south conveyor. There's a crossover conveyor. And then we just shut the other one down. So now the feed's coming in off the mixer. It's going down this conveyor. It's gonna hit on that side of the belt and go down the conveyor and fall off in front of the cows. Right, Odie? Yeah, good boy. You guys all right? So just some daily maintenance. I just spray around the camera quickly, very gently. I get all in here. Then usually just check over the machine as well, all the cups here. And I notice right now one of these hoses are off. So this is actually your cleaning hose that cleans the udder, cleans the teat, and it also dips the teat after it's done milking. So that hose definitely has to go back on. So sometimes a hose like that will fall off because a cow kicks the machine or something. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen sometimes. So you just always gotta look over the arm every time you wash it and clean the camera. Now after we're done, we'll open up these boxes so the cows can keep on milking. We're actually getting some like rain and flurries right now at the moment. Not exactly too pretty out here. Always gotta make sure Otis gets his fair share of milk too every day. Hey, bud? So just feeding this last little guy here. He was just born last night. He's a thirsty little guy. So my dad's actually gone today and tomorrow. So that's why I'm feeding calves today. I usually don't take care of the calves. He usually feeds all the calves morning and night. So it'll be pretty rare for you guys to see me feed calves and bottle feed calves and all that. It's not really my department. But I'll take care of him while he's gone. Definitely a thirsty little guy. So I guess I can give you guys a quick little tour of our calf barn. Originally this was a freestall barn, and then we actually have the milking parlor over here as well. The old milking parlor still in its place till we rip it out soon, hopefully. So this was a freestall barn. We bought here 4 years ago. This will be our 5th summer here. So we're still a work in progress, trying to figure things out a bit, set things up how we want them. But yeah, so we took all the stalls out of here, all the freestall stalls, and we're kind of turning it into a calf barn. So just before this winter, we added 10 individual calf pens here. We still got 3 hutches in here for some extra calves, but as far as we want to go is 10 pens, because then we got a big group pen over here. We got a feed lane, a feed trough in the center, which that all might get changed down the road anyways. Might put the feed trough against this wall, and then a scrape alley, and then straw pack over there that way. This, we got the weaned off calves. So once they're done in this pen, they'll grow over to that big group. And then we got 4 calves in that pen over there right now. Those are getting weaned off currently. So just a quick little breakdown of what's going on in here. This barn needed some major repairs. We have lifted up the roof because, well, let's just say, long story short, if it was raining outside, it was raining in here. So needed some major repair to the ceiling, and we still got to tear down the ceiling yet and redo it, but it's all a work in progress, slow and steady. So I don't know if you guys can see in here or not. I'll just turn this light on here. So this is the old milking parlor. So eventually, once we get this all ripped out of here, we might actually move all those 10 individual calf pens in here. We'll fill in the pit, and then maybe we'll have calves on both sides or something. Maybe get 20 calf pens in here. So yeah, everything's just a work in progress. If we get that old parlor removed, move all these individual pens over there, then I guess this would all get extended this way so we can fit more calves in here. So then from kind of the calf barn this way, we got the parlor over here. This used to be an old holding area. We added these 2 doors here. There's 2 doors here we kind of slapped in the middle of the holding area. Come through this door here. So there's the main barn way out that way where the robots are. This used to be a holding area. This used to be a return lane going to the barn. There used to be a wall here. Took down this wall and kind of made this a calving pen. So we kind of got 2 pens here. We can take these gates out if we really wanted to, make it 1 big pen. So we did have, you could probably fit 6 in here comfortably. You don't really want to overpack this. It's not the biggest calving pen, but again, it works for now. We might change it down the road. Of course, it would be nice just to say, let's knock this all down and just build new, but that costs a lot of money, and money doesn't grow on cheese around here. So you kind of just got to make it work with what you have, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, the next job here for the day, I got to see if this tractor is going to start, and then tidy up this room a little bit. So we got a guy here coming tomorrow. He's gonna come fix the PTO clutches on this. They're completely shot. This is the tractor we use on the TMR mixer, actually. So it's kind of a bummer that it's not working right now, because I got to use the other tractor on there. But just look how dirty this thing is. Pretty dusty, so I figured I'd start it up here and get it washed up for him. At least rinse it off. I don't like working on dirty equipment, so I'm sure he doesn't either. But and then just gotta move some pallets and stuff out of the way, and then put the tractor in a nice spot in here. wasn't plugged in, but it started. Well, got it nice and clean now for him. It should work where it is for him to work on it. I kind of swept the floor a little bit too. But if not, I guess we'll just move it in the morning and see where he wants it. Maybe he wants it somewhere else in this building. So yeah, old girl's gonna get some love. It's also getting new injectors, I believe, and also needs a new exhaust, if you guys haven't noticed. The other one's completely gone. Straight piped. It's almost too loud, honestly. So I'm gonna end today's video right here. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment down below. All those things help me out, help me grow the channel.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.